A local company that focuses on reducing waste, improving the planet, and feeding people has a grand opening next month to celebrate. GTF Technologies uses a micro-drying system to upcycle excess food and turn it into powders. Gary Schuler is the founder and president of GTF. He's here now with more on this new technology. Nice to see you.
Hey, thank you, Michelle.
This all actually started back in 2015, the company that you're with. You use this concept to upcycle materials.
Well, actually, the first concept was to reduce landfill from retail garments. So we were actually taking those garments and repurposing them instead of it going to the landfill and helping various ministries and nonprofits all around the world. And the real issue that came up with the larger retailers was food waste, because if you have a food that goes into the landfill, it's the second largest contributor of greenhouse gases. So these companies were saying, can you help us with reducing our food waste? We're like a grocery store or a big food processor or juicing operation.
And so you've been able to use that same concept, that same technology.
Yeah, the real concept is a triple bottom line for companies. If we can turn some of their side streams, I don't like to call it waste, and to new revenue opportunities by stabilizing their food side streams, now it becomes a financial win for that company. It has a direct impact on the environment because it's not going into the landfills. And imagine that we can also then use that for helping those with food insecurity, those who are don't have enough food around the world. And so that's really the goal for GTF Technologies.
Yeah, taking actual food, we have raspberries as an example, and then turning that into a powder. It's kind of explain how that works.
Yeah, the challenge is, just like if anyone has food in the refrigerator and it starts to mold or it starts to turn on you too quickly, is there a way, imagine if we can stop the rot. And in other words, if I can extract 97% of the moisture without an extra heating source, a very economical, very compact way, now that food has is all the nutrients in that powder. Now it can be stored for 3 to 5 years. It can be used for a food supplement. It's not going into the landfill. And now there's a number of different applications for that product.
Talk about some of the local breweries and what you're doing with their, you don't want to say waste, but their excess products.
We're still working with taking the brewer spent grain. Just in here in West Michigan alone, over 2 million pounds of brewer spent grain is produced every week. Now, most of that goes to cattle feed, but imagine if we can take that and use it for a higher value. That could actually be turned into around 400,000 pounds of flour. You can make bread with it, pretzels, and again, it's the way that we're working with the local breweries to stabilize that material very quickly in a food-safe way so that it can be used for other food ingredients.
That's just incredible when you think about those numbers per week. How many people that could then help? Yeah,
when you look at the numbers, we have such a surplus of food. Even here in West Michigan, you have blueberries and strawberries, and we have an incredible agricultural footprint. But there's also over 20,000 people will die of starvation every day. And 800 million people around the world who have food insecurity. So the real exciting part of this is that we can not only help to stabilize that food for other uses that helps those companies to see other food revenue streams, keeps it out of the landfill, has a direct impact on the environment, but also imagine how we could really be helping companies around the world. And we're getting inquiries around the world for companies looking for a way to stabilize this food.
So you have a big ribbon cutting and dedication next month. When does that take place?
September 13th at 3:30 at our corporate office in Ada, Michigan.
Excellent. Well, great to meet you. This is just incredible. Congrats on this.
Thanks, Michelle. Appreciate it.